Hey, what's up, gamers? Today, we're diving into a treasure trove of legendary games that you might have forgotten about, but trust me, they're worth revisiting. Buckle up and prepare for a nostalgia trip filled with action, adventure, and a few surprises along the way. First up, let's talk about Need for Speed Most Wanted. Remember the thrill of outrunning cops in a high-stakes race? This game brought the heat with its open-world racing and intense police chases. You play as a street racer, tearing through the city of Rockport, evading the relentless pursuit of the law. The game's blacklist system, where you challenge and defeat rival racers to climb the ranks, was a brilliant twist that kept us glued to our screens. The adrenaline rush as you narrowly escape spike strips and roadblocks is unforgettable. The sound of sirens and the roar of engines? Pure bliss. I can still feel the tension of those pursuits, heart pounding as I weave through traffic. But there's more to it than just the racing and the cops. The city of Rockport is a vibrant, living world, each neighborhood with its unique character and challenges. From the industrial docks to the bustling downtown, every area has its distinct feel. And let's not forget the cars. Oh, the cars! The sheer variety of vehicles, each customizable to your heart's content, made every race a new experience. Whether you're driving a sleek Lamborghini or a rugged muscle car, the game's physics and handling make each car feel unique, adding another layer of strategy and excitement. The open-world nature of the game allows you to explore the city, discover shortcuts, and find hidden challenges, keeping the gameplay fresh and engaging. Need for Speed Most Wanted delivered a racing experience like no other, blending speed, style, and danger into a heady mix that's just as exhilarating today as it was back then. Let's shift gears to the dark and gritty world of Prototype. This game threw us into the chaotic streets of New York City, where you play as Alex Mercer, a man with no memory and a deadly shape-shifting ability. Talk about a power trip. Running up skyscrapers, gliding through the air, and transforming your body into lethal weapons made you feel like an unstoppable force of nature. The visceral combat and the ability to consume enemies to gain their memories and abilities added a layer of strategy to the game. And the plot twists? Absolutely mind-blowing. As you progress through the game, the story unravels, revealing the true extent of Alex's powers and the sinister forces at play. The city itself is a character, teeming with life and danger. As the virus spreads, the environment changes, becoming more hostile and challenging. This dynamic world keeps you on your toes, constantly adapting and strategizing to survive. The game's open-ended gameplay allows you to approach each mission with your unique style, whether you prefer stealth, brute force, or a mix of both. I remember feeling a mix of horror and awe as I discovered the extent of Alex's powers and the sinister forces at play. The sense of empowerment and the sheer scale of destruction you could unleash made Prototype a game that's hard to forget, but somehow it slipped under the radar for many. Speaking of unforgettable experiences, who could forget Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time? This game took us on a magical journey through ancient Persia, where you play as the prince, wielding the mystical dagger of time. The ability to manipulate time, whether rewinding to avoid a fatal mistake or slowing it down to pull off a perfect acrobatic move, was a game changer. The stunning environments, intricate puzzles, and fluid combat made this game a true masterpiece. And let's not forget the prince's witty banter and evolving relationship with Farah, which added a touch of humor and heart to the story. I was captivated by the game's beautiful blend of action, adventure, and fantasy. Every leap, every swing, and every sword clash felt like a dance, perfectly choreographed to keep you on the edge of your seat. The game's narrative is deeply woven into the gameplay, making you feel like a part of the story. The Dagger of Time is not just a weapon, but a crucial tool that enhances your connection with the game's world. The puzzles are cleverly designed, challenging you to think and react quickly. The game's atmosphere, with its rich colors, detailed architecture, and enchanting music, transports you to another time and place, immersing you in the prince's world. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is a timeless classic that deserves a second look. From ancient Persia, we travel to the brutal arenas of ancient Rome in Rise, Son of Rome. This game put us in the sandals of Marius Titus, a Roman soldier on a quest for vengeance. The game's cinematic combat system, with its focus on timing and execution, made every battle feel like a scene from a blockbuster movie. The graphics were absolutely stunning, bringing the grandeur of Rome to life with breathtaking detail. The story, filled with political intrigue, betrayal, and epic battles, was as gripping as it was tragic. As Marius, you're not just a warrior, but a leader, commanding your troops in the heat of battle. The game's combat system is intuitive, yet deep, rewarding skill and precision. Each execution is a brutal spectacle, showcasing the game's impressive attention to detail. The environments are diverse and meticulously crafted, from the bustling streets of Rome to the dark forests of Britannia. The game's narrative is powerful, exploring themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the cost of revenge. I remember being blown away by the game's epic scale and the emotional depth of Marius's journey. Rise Son of Rome was more than just a game. It was an immersive experience that transported you to a world of glory and bloodshed. It's a gem that deserves to be rediscovered by those who appreciate a good story and jaw-dropping visuals. Now let's take a dusty ride through the wasteland with Mad Max. This game dropped us into a post-apocalyptic world where survival is the name of the game. You play as Max Rockatansky, a lone warrior battling for resources and facing off against savage raiders. The game's open-world design, with its vast deserts, towering sand dunes, and deadly storms, was both beautiful and terrifying. The vehicular combat, where you could customize your car, the magnum opus, into a deadly war machine, was a blast. And the hand-to-hand combat, brutal and satisfying. The wasteland is a character in itself, with its desolate landscapes and hidden dangers. Each region has its unique challenges and opportunities, encouraging exploration and experimentation. The game's upgrade system allows you to enhance Max's abilities and customize your vehicle, giving you the tools to survive in this harsh world. The story is a gritty and emotional journey, exploring themes of loss, redemption, and the will to survive. The feeling of carving a path through the desolate landscape, battling enemies, and scavenging for supplies was exhilarating. Mad Max is a wild ride that offers a unique blend of action, adventure, and survival, making it a game that's hard to put down.
An ancient seabed.
I'm not sure, no, but we are at the bottom. It doesn't get any lower than this.
Switching gears to a more tactical experience, let's talk about Battlefield Hardline. This game took the Battlefield series in a bold new direction, swapping the military battlegrounds for the urban jungle of Miami. You play as Nick Mendoza, a cop caught in a web of corruption and crime. The game's episodic structure, with its focus on stealth and strategy, offered a fresh take on the FPS genre. The ability to arrest suspects, use gadgets to gather evidence, and make choices that impacted the story added a layer of depth and replayability. Each episode feels like a high-octane action movie, complete with dramatic plot twists and explosive set pieces. The richly detailed environments, from the neon-lit streets of Miami to the dusty backroads of the Everglades, offer unique challenges and tactical opportunities. The combat is intense and dynamic, focusing on teamwork and strategy. You find yourself questioning the true cost of justice as you navigate the dangerous world of cops and robbers, making tough decisions that test your moral compass. The intense firefights, high-speed chases, and tense standoffs make every mission a pulse-pounding adventure, filled with moments of excitement and suspense. Battlefield Hardline is a game that took risks and delivered a thrilling experience that stands out from the crowd. Next, we have Deathloop, a game that bends the rules of time and reality. You play as Colt, an assassin trapped in a time loop on the mysterious island of Black Reef. Your mission? Break the loop by taking out 8 targets before the day resets. The game's unique blend of first-person shooter and stealth mechanics, combined with its intriguing narrative, creates a captivating and challenging experience. The stylish art design and the groovy soundtrack give the game a retro vibe that's both cool and immersive. The dynamic relationship between Colt and his rival, Juliana, adds a layer of tension and excitement to the game. I was fascinated by the game's clever use of time manipulation and the freedom it offered to experiment with different strategies and approaches. The island of Black Reef itself is a marvel, full of intricate details and secrets waiting to be uncovered. Each district has its own distinct personality and vibe, from the bustling streets of Updam to the eerie abandoned complexes of the complex. The game's mechanics encourage players to explore and learn from each loop, unraveling more of the story with each reset. Deathloop's blend of humor, style, and challenging gameplay ensures it's not just a game, but a fresh, unforgettable experience that keeps you on your toes and rewards creativity and ingenuity. Now let's talk about Destiny 2, a game that has evolved and expanded over the years to become a sprawling sci-fi epic. You play as a guardian, a protector of humanity armed with incredible powers and weapons. The game's rich lore, stunning visuals, and addictive gameplay make it a standout in the MMOFPS genre. The seamless blend of cooperative and competitive modes, along with the game's expansive world and diverse activities, offers endless hours of entertainment. I was blown away by the game's epic scale and the depth of its universe, filled with fascinating characters, mysterious alien races, and ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered. Whether you're tackling raids with friends or exploring the far reaches of the galaxy solo, Destiny 2 offers a plethora of experiences that cater to different playstyles. The dynamic events and frequent updates keep the world alive, offering new challenges and rewards. The game's soundtrack and art direction are phenomenal, adding to the epic feel of your adventures. Each planet you visit is beautifully crafted, from the glowing forests of Venus to the icy plains of Europa, each with its own history and mysteries. Destiny 2 is more than just a game. It's a living, breathing world that invites you to explore, fight, and forge your own legend. It's a game that keeps you coming back for more, always offering new challenges and adventures that make every session feel fresh and exciting. Let's jump into the crime-infested world of Sleeping Dogs. This open-world action game puts you in the shoes of Wei Shen, an undercover cop trying to take down the triads from the inside. Set in the vibrant and gritty city of Hong Kong, the game offers a rich narrative filled with suspense and intrigue. The combat system is reminiscent of martial arts films, with fluid, brutal hand-to-hand combat and a variety of weapons at your disposal. The city itself is a character, bustling with life and offering a plethora of side activities and missions. I loved the game's balance of story and action, creating a compelling and immersive experience. Sleeping Dogs excels at creating a living, breathing world where you can engage in street races, gamble on cockfights, and partake in intense shootouts. The game's attention to detail, from the bustling markets to the neon-lit nightlife, makes Hong Kong feel alive and authentic. The blend of deep undercover work and intense street fights kept me on the edge of my seat, making Sleeping Dogs a memorable journey through the criminal underworld. It's a game that combines a gripping story with engaging gameplay, offering a unique take on the open-world genre that is both thrilling and rewarding. From the streets of Hong Kong to the mystical lands of Shadow of the Colossus, this game offers a completely different kind of adventure. You play as Wander, a young man on a quest to save a girl named Mono by defeating 16 massive colossi. The game's minimalist design and focus on exploration and puzzle solving create a unique and haunting experience. Each colossus is a towering behemoth, and the sense of awe and wonder as you approach them is unparalleled. The game's melancholic atmosphere and beautiful landscapes draw you into its world, making you feel like a small but determined hero in a vast and ancient land. Each encounter with a colossus is a blend of action and puzzle solving as you find the weaknesses of these giants and use your wits and agility to bring them down. The emotional journey of Wander, combined with the epic scale of the battles, makes Shadow of the Colossus a truly unforgettable experience that continues to captivate players. The game's use of minimal dialogue and music allows the player to fully immerse themselves in the world and its mysteries, creating a deep emotional connection to the story and its characters. It's a masterpiece of game design that showcases the power of interactive storytelling, leaving a lasting impression on anyone who plays it. Finally, let's dive into the eerie and atmospheric world of Alan Wake. This game tells the story of a writer, Alan Wake, who finds himself trapped in a nightmare as the characters from his latest book come to life. Set in the small town of Bright Falls, the game's dark and twisted narrative, combined with its unique light-based combat system, creates a tense and immersive experience. The game's episodic structure, complete with cliffhangers and plot twists, keeps you on the edge of your seat. I was drawn into the game's mysterious and foreboding atmosphere, constantly questioning what was real and what was a product of Alan's imagination. The blend of psychological thriller and action-adventure elements makes Alan Wake a standout title that deserves a second look from gamers seeking a thrilling and mind-bending journey. The town of Bright Falls is beautifully realized, with a hauntingly beautiful landscape that adds to the game's eerie atmosphere. The game's soundtrack and sound design are also top-notch, creating a sense of tension and dread that permeates every moment. As you explore the town and uncover the secrets of Alan's past, you'll find yourself immersed in a world of mystery and intrigue, where every shadow hides a potential threat. It's a game that pushes the boundaries of storytelling in video games, delivering a memorable and captivating experience that stays with you long after the credits roll. And that's a wrap on these 11 legendary games you might have forgotten, but absolutely need to revisit. If you enjoyed this nostalgic journey, give a thumbs up and let me know your favorite game in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more epic content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy gaming!